We're here today talking with Dr. Sung-Jin Park, one of the founders of EP Purification. EP Purification stands for Eden Park. The other half of that partnership is Dr. Gary Eden. Both are professors here at the University of Illinois, and they've developed this clean water technology that produces ozone, and it's about a 1.5 pound unit that you can stick in a carry-on suitcase and take anywhere in the world. And that's what we're doing with our two foundations, Eden Park Foundation and Every Drop Matters.
You've been working on this for about 20 years with Dr. Park.
Yes, correct.
Now, a lot has changed over those 20 years. You've learned a lot of different outlets, and now you and Dr. Gary have formed the Eden Park Foundation. Can you talk more about what that does?
Yes, we have been working on this. It is kind of privilege to me, as a scientist too. This technology is not only for the making of we have a new discovery and new invention, and also being a published paper and scientific recognition. That's one of the things in our career. But furthermore, we found that as a Christian, humble Christians, that we really overwhelmed by the needs of the people when we meet. When I chance to travel to the Africa in many places, and people using and after using is completely big contrast, and no diarrheal disease, no children's deaths. That is coming up the more logical reasonable data is coming up by the other scientist fellows. So this is really is a gift to us as a fellow Christians to be using as not only for using for the technical breakthrough, but also as a kind of our way of using this gift for our mission world, and also really supporting the missionaries and local churches, and of course most importantly lovely God's people. Right? Mm-hmm. So the Eden Park Foundation was formed not long ago. It's about 2019, and we just only pure scientists, and we are kind of a startup entrepreneur to develop, commercialize this technology. But Dr. Eden and I was thinking about that is maybe we might be return our earnings to the real community over there who is struggling with the water, clean water. So what we doing was unfortunately, we are not that rich. So what we only having is technical background and knowledge, a little bit more than other people, a little bit more. So we donating our I would say talent, or I just give. So the trying to know how to using it and how to making it. So what I'm just saying is the Eden Park Foundation more focus on training. Mm-hmm. And all the unit, a little bit donation to some unit, and then teaching how to using in the local people, especially most of the Christians and also Muslims too, and in the Hindis in India, and also South of American too, and trying to be getting to using this technology in multiple uses, from the digesters and also clean waters and also sometimes hospitals. Okay, so far it was great, and now because of technical capabilities that it allows us some kind of grant that we are fortunate to getting the grant with several partners, especially for example the Public Health Department of UIC, University of Illinois Chicago, and also there are several NGOs in Kenya and Nigeria and many places, Tanzania, and NGOs and missionaries. So we just applying the grant, various sources to get the funding. So one of the biggest one was Bill Gates Foundation providing some money. So that's one of the first unit in Kenya was built up there with that grant. And also, of course, we have some money from the donating from us to us. So and very precious monies to be just deliver some unit every time I go. So that's how we got it. And the third is that because of achievement we have done so far, and last January, we awarded the first prize award for innovative technology by the president of the UAE. It's providing us about more than $100,000 for the grant, the award money, and that's why we making constructing that money, seed money become a construction for the third system in the 20 to 40 tons of water treatment in the West Kenya now. So I don't know how money sources will work for us in the future, but we will try to from our own donation and but also outside the partnership donors, and that we try to follow the way. So every drop matters. Always we being a precious partners for several years already, and Randy and Aaron want to know about what we do. So we try to finding a way how to doing better. So how do you do? Maybe?
Well, Aaron and I first discovered this technology, which was exciting that it was developed locally.
Yeah.
Many years ago, I was a science writer for the University of Illinois, and so I've always had a background and an interest in new technology, and this one really resonated with me. And at the time, I was looking for a ministry, some way to give back and leave behind more benefit to the world, I guess, than what I had so far. So, and I talked to Aaron about it, and it was just interesting how things kind of fell into place there in those early months, and we decided that we wanted to form a foundation so that it would have some staying power and some structure to it. So in 2017, we founded Every Drop Matters with my wife Debbie and Aaron, and it fairly quickly grew to now we're in over 20 countries.
Yes.
With your units, as you know,
No,
because
it's not.
we always call you up and order more all the time. And it's been interesting how it's just grown organically, basically. But as far as funding, we have similar challenges as you do. We're primarily self-funded, predominantly through us personally, Aaron personally, and then our other business, Curtis Orchard and Pumpkin Patch, has been a regular donor. And that's not just our decision, because we're not the sole owners. We have partners in my oldest daughter and her husband, and they were very eager to partner with us because they recognized the value of bringing clean water. Rachel actually lived in Paraguay for a time as a Peace Corps volunteer, and clean water was a really big issue for them. And so I'm sure she would have really loved to have this technology on hand there at the time that she was stationed in Paraguay. So I think it's really close to her heart, and as it is to ours, to help improve people's lives, in any way we can. And this seems to be a really big way to do that in a practical manner. We have had some other people donate from time to time, but as far as regular donations, that's come primarily through the family and through our business. So we are discussing ways that we can partner more effectively with other people who have the same or similar vision that we do, because we want to love people, and one of the ways you can love people is to meet their needs.
And meet them in a sustained way. I think that's been one of the biggest ways that, beyond the technology that you've developed and your team has continued to innovate on, which is what today was all about, it's been asking the right questions at the front. You said, make the structure correct, and then the structure becomes self-sustaining. So put the right foundations in place. And, I have to shout out Jim Egley and Vicky. They've done translation work. They've inadvertently raised money for us. And they've also continued to share from in the field. As you know, some of the biggest things that have been both a blessing and a testimony have been those stories of the communities impacted.
Absolutely.
Having the videos. When I saw the picture of them praying over the unit, the fact that basically they had been praying for clean water, and God's using us as hands and feet in a way that I can't get on a jumbo jet right now and fly over there, but through Jim's willingness to be sacrificial and through the partnership, it's an amazing feeling. I can't even quite describe it. We're really privileged in this specific area of the country to have really, really good regular access to water. I can't imagine that, and it's very humbling to think about people that not only have to struggle to get water, but when they get it, well, it's either death or disease, you know, and you know, if as a father I had to worry about my 2-year-old every time, I can't even put words to that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think, you know, what you just mentioned about is that, and I cannot agree more, that every time I travel, that there's so many people we never know, we never met, but struggling in this day, at this moment right now. And last December, I was visiting Kenya to talk with many village leaders to talk about water construction and how it works. And the one old lady mentioned about she prayed 40 years to get the clean water, and that day was the one that she believes the answer was made from God.
40 years.
Yeah. So what does it mean is that God's work is unimaginable, doing unimaginable way and a wonderful way. That it's not me and it's not you, all of you, but it is so much grateful and blessed that we being used right now. And I hope that we can be used, having more partners working with Randy and Aaron and Debbie, and just put their foundation, and also outside I can humbly just approach more, and so that maybe we can increasing more knowledge and recognition, and just trying to go outreach more, not by us. We cannot travel every day.
Right.
So anyone who is just willing to do that, we are welcome and we are open to talk with every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time and invitation, and I'm so enjoyed always working with you for the last several years.
Yes.
And looking forward to working with you more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Us too. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you so much.